Hi, IWD ladies. I wanted you to do some homework before you came to the workshop next week. And the homework pretty much is please see this video, and if you have any questions, pop them in the WhatsApp chat. So, one of the common themes that I'm hearing in my conversations with you are very much that some of you do not use any skincare at all, or very minimal skincare. And in today's video, all I wanted to do to you is to explain why it's important to use skincare. And I'll do that on a slightly more technical level. I'm keeping the video as simple as possible, but forgive me if it's a bit technical. So this is your skin structure. In a young person, the skin has essentially 3 layers, and the top layer is called the epidermis. You have a thicker layer called the dermis here, and you have a layer below called the hypodermis, and this is essentially where the fat cells sit. The dermis, which is the second layer, holds something called collagen, and collagen is the protein in our skin structure, which essentially gives us structure, elasticity, and all those good things. The top layer of the skin is called the epidermis, and the epidermis is basically what we see from the top. The visible structure of the top of the epidermis is called the stratum corneum, and this is what we're going to be focusing on today. So the stratum corneum is made in a young person of cells that are aligned like that, and they're joined together by small protein structures called cornidosomes. I'm not going to spell that out. And they essentially look like a brick structure in a layer of fluid. Okay, and the outcome of the epidermis is that in a young person the skin seems very smooth, and it's smooth, it's radiant, and it's glowing. Okay, and a lot of you have said, well, okay, look, when I was younger, this is how my skin looked. And one of the reasons why it looks that way is every 14 to 28 days, the structures here, these cornidosomes, break by enzyme action within the skin itself, and that happens very naturally. And what happens is that these start to flake away, and they'll flake away, and then they're replaced with new cells. Okay, and the new cells again form this structure, the smooth structure. As you start to get old, the rate of internal exfoliation, and it's called desquamination, you can look that up if you want, goes to 40 days. So from 14 to 28 days, we have a rate that goes up to 40 days. The smooth skin that you see in a young person then becomes irregular. Okay, because the cornidosomes are still there, and there are more of these cells that accumulate at the top of the skin. The skin becomes dull, dry, and dehydrated as well. Okay, and I'll explain that why. So you've got this, that's a result of less exfoliation in the skin as you get older. Okay, and the reason why it becomes dry is because the irregular arrangement of these, they're called cornocytes, so I'll just say that. They're called cornocytes. The irregular arrangement of these structures means that the water in the cells that is being able to held starts to reduce. The transepidermal water loss starts to increase because of the irregular structure of the cells, and they're able to hold less water. You get dry and dehydrated skin. Okay, and therefore one of the reasons why you need to also use a moisturizer is so that the moisturizer fills these gaps with ingredients called emollients and occlusives, and they do that temporarily, and the effect is to basically even out the skin, which if you don't use a moisturizer, your skin's going to always look like that. That's what's happening at a cellular level. Okay, so I've just explained to you why you need to use an exfoliator. The exfoliator is to essentially provide the exfoliation that your skin stops doing, okay, or increases the rate at which it's doing. And I've just explained to you why you need to put a lotion or a cream of some description. It's so that your skin doesn't look so uneven. It starts to smooth out, looks younger, okay? And then the other reason to use a cleanser or a face wash at least once a day is so that whatever is accumulating, the dirt and the grime, so they're essentially water soluble and oil soluble components, okay, don't seep into the layers of the skin and cause acne, or it just basically cause oil bubbles. You know, as the older you get, you start to get these small eruptions around your eyes, or around your mouth. Those are called oil bubbles. And therefore, you need this very basic system of skincare. You don't need to use an exfoliator every day, maybe once a week, once every 10 days. But you do need to use a face wash at least once a day. You do need to use a lotion at least once a day. I see a lot of people say, well, can I use a face oil? I think the best combination in somewhere like Dubai is, quite frankly, using a lotion and a face oil, because they both do very different things. Okay, and that's about it. Any questions, please ask me in the WhatsApp chat. Thank you.